Quizzy waving his hair around back and forth like you just don't care.
I'm vibing. Oh, I mean, just know that it was to some Nightcore remix of your parents' sex tape.
I was gonna say it's Neon Cat.
Wow, you really are the oldest person in this call.
Fuck you. I think I'll have Chronic introduce us this week.
Okay. I'll find a way to introduce us. Okay, well, I don't know if this will flip correctly on Discord. So, there's active, and then here's Quizzy.
Well, okay. So just for context, that doesn't help. I was gonna say if you want to draw an arrow, I'm to your like in the recorder and how I edit this, I'm to your left, Quizzy's bottom left.
Oh God, why'd you have to say the word bottom?
Bottom left also is pretty funny because next to Hololive, bottom left has a meaning of just like that means you're the most lewd and crazy person in the group.
Oh yeah, Strick told me about that, and basically every time people are being down bad in my chat, I just move my chat to the bottom left instead of like top left or top right, wherever it was.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
But hey, this week I'm showing my face. I said I was gonna do that last week.
Continuity.
Continuity. And now Chronic won't feel as alone or being as fleshy as he is.
My skin. I want it off my body. I want to just take it off. Doesn't feel right. Expose my skeleton.
Okay, I was gonna say you sound like that villain from Batman, frickin' the guy who like steals Bruce Wayne's face, but well, not really. He like steals other people's skins and like plastic surgeries himself to look like Bruce Wayne.
I know what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
Like, is that Hush? Or is that?
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's not
yeah,
Hush.
yeah. I
Is it?
think that. Well, was it actually? The main reason I know him is from the Batman Arkham series. That's how I mainly know
Damn.
of him.
Mmm.
So it might be Husk. Someone in the comments will let us know. As long as they're watching the podcast. Hey, so some interaction with us. Hey, if you know the name, we're not gonna look it up. If you know the name of that Batman villain from Arkham, let us know.
They're already putting them to work. They're just trying to like play stuff. Hey you, right now, look at me. No, don't look at me. Look at your game. Look at your homework. Ah!
What the fuck?
I bet that they're gonna boost productivity 20-fold now.
20-fold. Oh my god. I need to be more productive myself. Like I think I promised someone on Twitter that today I'm gonna spend all night. I'm gonna stay up all night editing. So I'm probably gonna actually stick to that. I want to finish some videos. I have a lot of videos I want to edit.
All right. I just want you to know that I'm not gonna be paying for the funeral. I might attend though. Pretty sick. I could turn it to a rave.
Don't turn my funeral into a rave. That is so disrespectful.
No, like it's like celebrating life in like a very like manner. Like it'll be like, yo, Active is fucking dead. Can we get a fucking woo? Yeah. He is dead. Rest in peace. It'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
Man, if people don't play music at my funeral, like if people don't play my music at my funeral, I'm gonna be insulted. Honestly, no, my funeral, dead ass is gonna be a rave. If it's not, then my family just doesn't love me. Which, you know what? To be honest, there's a real chance that that's just gonna happen. That's gonna be the reality of it. But that's besides the point. All right, on to the first topic, Jen.
I
That's
actually
sad.
I actually thought that'd be an interesting topic, because I know it's kind of morbid, but what songs would you, what is like the first song that comes to your mind when you think of a song to play at your funeral? Because like
T-Bat.
interesting. My like, oh, what is it? Like my great uncle chose to have Uncle Cracker's Drift Away playing at his funeral, which not a bad song, I still think that's a pretty good song. What about you, Chronic? I'm curious, what would you pick as your funeral song without getting us copyright striked? Because I see you grabbing your phone.
To say, fuck you, I do what I want. Edit it out.
Bruh, what am I supposed to do?
I would just do like hum it.
We just make it work.
That's you.
A little something like that at my funeral, I think would be pretty great.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you all right, sir?
Yeah, no, I'm plenty fine. Just plug in my phone.
Dude, I swear, I think over the course of this podcast, I really am gonna think Chronic's becoming the next Jay Schlatt.
Nah, I'm gonna be next to me, and by that, Jay Schlatt hasn't gone to prison yet, or at least not that I know of. But I'm thinking we go that far, like
you
vlog.
could go that far.
Well, I think you guys should be accomplices, right? Because you didn't stop me from
I think you're
doing
wrong.
some really messed
Yeah.
up stuff out there in the world. No, I'm not. I mean, well, of course I'm wrong. I'm going to jail for it. But I think I should drag you guys along with me because I need friends in prison to keep me company. Yeah.
Hell no, and hell no. All right. And let me tell you why. Because if I have to go to prison with you two, all right, first off, I'm pretty sure I'm the shortest. Second off, I'm pretty sure I'm the skinniest, right? And then third off, I'm pretty sure that I would have to be the fighter of the group. You realize that is just like that is a recipe for me to get my cheeks taken first. I'm not doing it. Nope. No.
Well, okay, listen, you have some pretty bold claims that you're going to be the fighter of the group, but I am in prison for a reason. All right? I don't know if you know what reason. I'm not going to tell you, but you're going to have to find out while I'm there. It's going to be like a little mystery adventure plot. Like you're going to have to find out why I'm in jail. And then at the end, you're going to realize 23 dead. And they were eaten.
By who?
Do I have to spell it out? Like I'm hungry.
I mean, you could. I mean, it could have been you like fed them to like crocodiles to cover it up. I mean, I had a feeling you'd go the cannibalism
I'm
route,
not
but...
in Florida.
True, I guess we're not. Well, you could probably feed it to like a deer, a moose. I'm pretty sure we got some sharks here.
That's just so much more convoluted and complicated. Like, I'd rather just get it over with. Like, I have the body in front of me. That's like, what, 38,000 calories? Like, I can get a pretty decent workout if I just...
Like, Jesus. The reason why I stopped watching The Walking Dead, the like PewDiePie's playthrough of The Walking Dead, reason I stopped watching that crap was because of how disturbing it was to me. That clip of like the guy who died, or like he was dying because the fact that it turns out the couple. Spoiler alert! I believe it's episode 2 or 3 of The Walking Dead game, the first one. But we're like they're staying at some this like house that's like protected from the zombies. They got fences and all that. But so they're eating steak at night, and then then one of their friends comes crawling down the stairs without his legs because they cooked his legs up to turn into steak.
I remember that.
Don't eat the meat.
I forgot that existed.
That was so disturbing to me. I couldn't go on. I thought that it was already a creepy game to me, but that just was like too. It was too terrifying, and I could see people doing that crap.
Well, duh. I'm hungry. This isn't me grabbing you for comedic effect. I'm just on the camera.
Gotcha.
There we go. A little bit more in the center. I honestly think cannibalism is a very viable solution because we have a lot of homeless people, and no, hold
on. I might have to stop you there.
No, don't. Trust me. Just hear me out. So we have a lot of homeless people in like big cities like LA cities, fucking Seattle, New York. What if we ate them? Because not only do we get nutrition,
wrong.
Well, fuck morals. It's food, and homeless people aren't human. We just gotta eat them.
Okay, hold on. Well, I do not agree with the Chronic's take here. I'm just gonna say that now.
It's not in wave.
No, I am not. No, we're not the penguins of Madagascar. I do not agree with you, Skipper. I'm sorry.
If we eat them all, not only do we solve world hunger, but we solve the homeless problem.
I'm so conflicted because I don't agree with your statement, but I agree with the way you explained it.
It would work, though. It would work.
It's so messed up. No, it's not okay though. It's not.
Well, just because it's not okay doesn't mean it doesn't work. Okay? Like mustard gas is not okay, but it works.
Why is this okay? What is the obsession with mustard gas?
Cause it's like, just why? Can they make ketchup gas or relish gas? No, it's mustard gas.
And
What's
you
that
lost
about?
me.
I want all the condiments. Mayo gas.
Ew. French dressing gas.
Syrup gas.
Syrup gas. Honey gas.
Cough syrup gas.
That just
That's
sounds
just like
healthy.
no, that's like lean. That's like vaporized lean. Yeah, no, I just put lean in a vape pen. I just started smoking that.
What?
You know,
What-
Grumbus.
What is lean?
He's in behind me. Oh, do you not know what lean is?
I do not.
Oh, it's,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
So it's when you do this. It's when you.
Okay. That's such a bad joke. Oh my god.
Look, fuck you. All right. Where's your attempt? You miss every shot. You don't take Jen. I don't
Yeah, but
even
if
see
you
you on the
take-
court.
If you take every shot, that's just attempted murder. Like I don't. You're causing casualties, like civilian casualties, by taking every shot you can take. It's murder, an attempted murder. But
But if you
But
don't, if you take 0 shots, that's also attempted murder on your kids. Anti-vaxxers. Anyway.
mm,
that's a take that might get you in trouble with some people.
Man, I
shout
want
out to
that
all
smoke.
my people diagnosed with polio. Bless up. Let's make it a comeback. 2020 30.
Look, last podcast, you were like, "What am I gonna get canceled for?" Look,
You already told me you're gonna make some takes.
I'm doing my best to find a way to get on this ship so I can sync with you guys.
Oh yeah. No,
I
I'm the
don't think
captain
you
of the
wanna-
ship.
I don't think you want to be on the. Okay, so here's the thing: if you're the captain, I'm the navigator. I'm the one steering the ship. You're the one ordering me how to steer the ship. I don't know what that makes Quizzy, but I'm gonna ditch you the moment you start trying to sink
Yeah.
our ship. I
I'm
don't
gonna be
care
like,
if I'm steering it. I'm gonna
active. That iceberg. Go for it. It'd be
Go
really
for-
funny if you hit that iceberg.
I'm gonna be the
Onwards!
Zorro. That's gonna be my.
You're
that's
gonna be
my
the what?
role. I'm gonna be the Zorro. That way, I get lost before I even get on the ship before it sinks.
I've only seen like 7 episodes of One Piece, so I don't fully get that joke.
I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry, I got sick of Usopp immediately trying to get into One Piece.
Was that even in the first 7? What 7 episodes
Okay,
did you
maybe
watch?
maybe I got further. Maybe I got like 12 or 20 episodes in. Whenever Usopp shows up, I finish his arc, and I was just like, I hate this.
How do you hate Usopp? You realize that if we all were Straw Hats, you would definitely be the Usopp.
Why?
Look, because Usopp, all right, despite being the least physically capable of the group, that man finds solutions. That man finds workarounds. You would be the workaround man.
So you're saying I'm capable.
Capable as long as it has nothing to do with your physicality.
Well, I know that. I'm not saying. I'm just at. Okay, whatever. We're moving on. We're leaving the One Piece topic behind. I'm good. I want to I'm curious. So earlier, I was watching this one guy because he was angry. Have you ever heard of the YouTube channel Shafriless Productions at all? He's like a Disney Pixar movie review channel kind of guy. He does like video essays on Disney and Pixar, DreamWorks.
I don't know.
Well, let's
I
just
have
say
no idea who that is.
he made a video that upset somebody, so they made a follow-up video talking about why Bolt isn't crap because Shafilerish, I can't fucking say, I can't say his name. He thinks that Bolt was a crappy ass movie, and this guy was disagreed. And you know, I personally disagree. I think Bolt was a good movie. I personally do. Still to this day,
It's my childhood movie.
it's a really good childhood movie. I think it's, and the thing is, I feel like it stakes, especially by the end. It's funny because at first, you know, it tries to get you in. It's like this super gonna be big drama. It's like big guns, and it's like, and it just turns out that's all a TV set. And then the ending, the big climax is spoiler alert for Bolt. If you haven't seen Bolt after all of these years, go give it a watch. It's good. I will say that. Go give it a watch. But skip ahead past whatever timestamp we're at. But so Bolt has some of the lowest high stakes I've seen in a cartoon movie. And what I mean by that is the ending literally is that the building is burning down. And so the only way they get saved is by Bolt, the dog, barking and out of vents to get firefighters to come rescue them. And it feels so real, you're worried for the dog and the girl. You're like, I hope they survive because they could genuinely die here.
I don't.
What do you mean?
That man is like, nah, I don't want them to survive, man. That's
what you
food,
mean.
And it's in a fire. That's cooked food.
Just pulls out his lighter again, dude. Oh my god. I'm curious, what movies do you think had the best high stakes in terms of cartoon movies? Like,
I don't fucking know. Like, there's a lot of them out there. I haven't. It's been a while since I've watched animated type movies that aren't anime.
Yeah, the anime like replaced cartoons in my mind.
Have you not seen the new Puss in Boots movie yet?
Okay,
I've
okay,
heard things
well,
about that. I haven't
watched
seen
it.
it yet.
The Last Wish. Oh, it's so good. Puss in Boots 2, The Last Wish is so good. Introduced one of the best villains that DreamWorks has ever put out, honestly. DreamWorks has some good villains.
What am I talking about? Kung Fu Panda. What the...
yeah, Kung Fu Panda has some freaking amazing stakes, and it's such a good movie. Honestly, DreamWorks, in my opinion, makes some of the best rewatchable movies. Genuinely. I mean, you got like Shrek, you got freaking How to Train Your Dragon, you got Kung Fu Panda. And I mean the list. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, but it's good. Who made WALL-E actually? Well, I don't think it was DreamWorks.
Pixar. That's a Pixar movie, I believe.
Oh.
Okay, I love WALL-E. WALL-E was good.
Yeah. I like robot people, especially when they take over the world and give me like, I don't know, first class to witness it all.
Did you hear about the AI that got banned off Twitch for hate speech? The AI.
I love
streamer?
that AI.
I know.
That AI.
It's so funny, dude. I thought it was fake at first, but no, it feels genuinely real. It was leaking the creator's Bitcoin key. And he ended the stream in a panic.
I have to admit, it's genius. And I feel like there's so many people that are gonna start making AI fucking Twitch channels.
I've already seen it. I saw someone was posting updates to the AI they're making for streaming. And so it's like, it's becoming a thing now. Dude, AI is gonna replace us. Can you believe it?
It's gonna replace who?
I don't not believe it, but I think we should combine the two so it's like a little companion. Like you have a little AI guy on your shoulder. It's like, oh man.
That actually not a bad idea.
This is a fucked up situation. AI's like, yeah, and burn them alive because I'm anti-Semitic. And like, what the fuck?
and then you just get banned off Twitch. Just like
exactly.
You're just like, your AI gets you canceled.
That'd be so fun.
It would. I would genuinely have a blast with that, dude. I've already thought about having like a alternate persona with my videos, like just have like an old timey version of myself. Just have me, and I have one that's like, "Oh, folks, and here we go again."
This man wants Spider-Man noir.
Or hear me out. You can film yourself at 3 a.m. Take off your shirt, put it over your head. Go gremlin mode, so quadruped, all on the floor, and then voice line your additional personality. So it's like ultimate creature mode. So you're like over here in the background. You're just like but naked. And you're in gremlin state mindset, and boom, new personality develops. And then who knows what happens next? Maybe you go to an insane asylum. Maybe you find some fun. I don't know.
What is I'm trying to remember what they're called, but what's that movie? It's like a horror movie about these furry little creatures. It's close to the word gremlin.
Gremlins?
Or are they just called the Gremlins? They are called the Gremlins. I still have never finished that movie because when I was a kid, it is. When I was a kid, I was terrified of that movie. It scared the living crap out of me, and I ran out the room. I do that with the horror movies even to this day. If a horror movie's on and I don't like the vibe, I need to walk out of the room.
I'll remember that.
You know what? I was scared by the dumbest thing as a kid. All right, so there's this movie Monster House, right? And
I love that
I
movie.
I love the movie. Like the movie itself didn't scare me. All right, I could watch that over and over. But I remember one day I had the title screen on for the longest time, and like I usually whenever I put it in, I just click the movie and I just play it. I was on the title screen for the longest, and then I didn't know that on the title screen of the movie that there was an inbuilt jump scare. That shit played at like
Was
2
there?
a.m. and I was like, I was like terrified. I didn't want to play that movie alone ever again after that. That threw me off to such a high degree. I was just like, no,
That is
I have a cursed copy.
the developers of that movie, whoever made the fucking title screen, I officially love them. That is such an hilarious like Easter egg to do. Oh my god, I've always been a wuss when it comes to horror. The most terrifying movie to me. I will never watch this. I will never sit down and watch this. I can't, because if I try and sit down and watch it, it'll like, I don't know how long the movie is, but it'll take me 5 hours to finish it because of all the pausing and running away I'll have to do, or just to collect myself. And that is a movie called The Happening.
Bro, you're like playing like a FNAF game.
Have you ever heard
It's
of
like-
the Happening?
The Happening? I don't think I've ever heard of that before in my life.
I've heard that title. I don't know anything about it.
So it's like, I don't know the full story, but a bunch of people in the U.S. just start committing. They start offing themselves. Let's say that.
Oh, Mandela Catalog.
So yeah, they start. It's very creepy. There's a scene. I think the first scene. I don't know if this is the first, but the first scene I remember in that movie was a woman sits down next to another woman on a bench, and she asks for a bookmark, there's like the woman has a wooden bookmark, and all of a sudden she gets like the 1,000-yard stare. And I think she starts saying something, but I don't know. But she takes her bookmark and just starts slowly inserting into her neck until she dies.
They just copied Higurashi. What the?
And that's the thing. Basically, they're trying to get away because it's like something in the air is causing humans to off themselves on a mass scale, and so you cannot breathe the air. You have to like put filters on it that would stop new air from getting in when you're in the area wherever this air is. I think because I read the synopsis, I think the ending was like, it turns out that it wasn't a chemical bomb, but it's something about plants, and that the plants evolved to put out this new chemical.
They got high.
I want to state you are saying endings of movies like left and right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I guess. Okay, you know what? I guess the title of this freaking podcast will be the movie spoiler episode.
Yeah,
or
be like just spoilers.
They got
Boom.
so high they elevated to the afterlife. That's crazy to me.
Quizzy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. When I hear spoilers, though, all I think of is Doctor Who, because of River Song, and that's like one of her biggest things. If you don't know Doctor Who, you probably won't know the character, but River Song is like, whenever she gets asked about how do you know this is gonna happen, she's like, spoilers.
Mm.
And
Yeah, she'd be like that.
I don't know. I love Doctor Who.
Ironically, that was a spoiler.
That was a spoiler.
Yes and no. All it literally says, whenever she says things, like that, is whatever. It's not that big of a spoiler at all.
At this rate, we should just start spoiling the first episode of the podcast.
So yeah, no, everybody.
What do you mean?
So
How do you spoil the first
Endgame-
episode of the podcast?
What if somebody watches this one? What if they watch it out of order? Who watches podcasts in order?
I
Not
do?
me. Well then,
If you're around for the beginning, maybe. But like, what if you like
Okay,
just find a podcast?
depends on the kind of podcast. Like for me, if it's a D&D podcast or a podcast about like, okay, the only podcast I don't start from the beginning is like Trash Taste. That's it. That's like the only podcast Trash Taste, the Rooster Teeth podcast. Off topic, I do that, but at a time I went back and watched like the first 100 episodes, I think. Because I wanted to catch up, and then there's a lot of podcasts, but mainly I do try and start from episode 1 with every podcast, just to kind of get an idea of the stories. But that's mainly because I have so much time with my jobs typically that I can listen to them while I work. That's just me.
Good on ya.
I like listening to them in order, just because then I know the overarching story or the overarching people who are in the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a lot of podcasts do reference older episodes, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Just a lot of ones.
I will say though, everyone I don't know. Okay, this is like how my quirks work, but apparently I've discovered that everyone else, they like listening to music while they work on things, right?
Hmm.
Like it's just chill vibes. Me, I like complete silence. Like just completely nothing for 5 hours. Just me alone with my thoughts, staring at like I don't know C# programming or modeling or something that I'm working on. If it's complete silence, I'm like, yeah, shit's good. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I mean, I listen in silence while I'm editing videos, but that's just because I have to listen to the video. Other than that, I have to have something in the background.
Yeah, that's fair. Top 10 drugs go.
Adderall, number 1.
That's a hot take. My favorite's meth.
So why does that not surprise me? Hmm.
I mean,
Chronic?
okay. Number one is meth, but it's a close tie between heroin. So heroin's number two.
Uh,
It's hard to like really. It's
I will
just like the
never get
same
into
thing.
drugs, dude. I won't touch them unless it's
Eh,
prescription and I actually
Caffeine.
know.
I prescribe you heroin.
No, you will not. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it does if it's like the 60s, because that's what they did back then. Or like the 18th century, some shit like that. Like, oh my god, you have a headache? Here's some methamphetamine to help.
You are my back alley doctor who's super shady, but I can't afford to go to a normal doctor anymore. So I just need a different prescription, and you're the one hooking me up.
I got that Dr. Riz.
No, I hate it. Why? I thought we agreed that Riz was a dumb slang word.
I didn't agree on that, but you two did.
Yes, we did.
What do you have, Riz? Quizzy? You got Quizzy Riz?
Quizzy Riz.
Bro, I got that, bro. Bro, I got that Quizzy Rizzy, bro. I go up to a man. Okay, look. I go up to a girl. I'm just like, ugh. And that's all that's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do.
The
That's
fish
all I gotta
Riz.
do is just, ugh.
Quizzy with the Rizzy with the glizzy.
4-ounce gloves, Jen. 4-ounce gloves. I swear.
What?
I swear.
I'm
We
just
are
trying to
going to
rhyme.
box when we meet. We are
Bro.
boxing, and somebody's recording it.
I hate it here, bro.
And on top of
All
that,
I did was make a joke.
the stipulation is that if I win, and I say if in quotations, all right, when I win, you have to edit blurring out my face throughout the entire
I hate it. Call 911. Oh god, frick that. No. I don't even understand why you got upset by that. I really don't. Just because I rhymed with your name?
Did you say like see? I forget. See, this is the crazy thing about having ADHD. Sometimes you just like don't remember why you like popped off for some reason. But like, didn't you? Wait, what did you write my name
I
with
think I
again?
said Quizzy with the Rizzy with the glizzy.
Okay, no. Okay, that's why. Because I'm so sick and tired of people rhyming my name with glizzy. It is literally people's
Wait,
go-to.
a glizzy's a hot dog,
People,
right?
it technically is, but that's not what anybody means when they say it.
Okay. That's the only reason I know of it is because of Grizzy from Smitty's group.
It's so crazy that people like that is like the common denominator between everybody I talk to. If they rhyme my name, it's either busy or glizzy. It's one of those two. It's one of those two.
You get mad about everything somebody does with their name. If they call you Quizzical, if they call you Quizmeister, if they call you Quizling, it's like you just get so mad.
Because Quizzy is already the nickname. You're giving me a nickname for my nickname. That's crazy. I want you to think about that. You're giving me a nickname for my nickname.
What is that? Like, it's like the equivalent of giving a nickname to J.K. Rowling when I'm pretty sure that's not even her real name.
That's crazy that you talked to me about like spicy topics, and then you brought up her. That's crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna go into the drama that all involved with her, but I was just using her
because
as an
comments
example.
are already gonna.
Stop sharing opinions, because people will be like, "Oh, my opinion is different. Here's why."
Dislike, cancel, twit longer.
You know, I used to like every Halloween I used to dress up as Harry Potter because I looked like him for the longest time.
W.
Isn't that the I have glasses Halloween costume starter pack? Like,
Fuck
Oh, true.
you.
what do you
Fuck
mean?
you,
I have
Bull.
glasses. Okay. I mean, I didn't do it, but like, just all right.
Bro, Chronic, what happened? Why are you sleeping?
Hmm?
Why are you in bed?
Well, I was just like, yeah.
You ever had a midlife crisis?
No, I mean, I don't know what
Better
point in my
not.
life I'm in right now. Like, if I'm dying when I'm 40, yeah, I'm a midlife crisis. But if I'm like when I'm 60 or 80, it's like a quarter life crisis.
So you're just having a crisis.
No, I'm just on my bed.
Oh god, I just spit out a freaking mint on my fucking shirt.
That's, oh,
And you put it back. Okay.
Well, because it was on
Waste
my
not, want not.
shirt, bro. It's a freaking freshly washed shirt, and it's a freaking cinnamon flavored mint. I'm gonna enjoy it.
All right, but now it's like saliva cinnamon mint.
that's what it means to be in your mouth, Quizzy.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know.
What are you
Okay,
trying to make?
so look. I don't know what it is, but like if something falls out of my mouth, like unless I'm really hungry and I don't care about the like it just for whatever reason, it just feels icky to like put something in my mouth, then take it out and then put it back in.
Depends on what it is.
Please don't take that out of context.
You can never be gay.
That is purely the context that I was asking them not to put it into.
How do you eat a corn dog then?
That's an interesting question, but I've never eaten a corn dog, so
What the fuck?
What?
Quizzy!
You've never eaten a corn dog, like at a fair or a frozen corn dog?
And I live in the corn state.
Quizzy, what the fuck?
You're not even. Wait, are you not? This isn't capping. This isn't joking. You've actually never eaten a corn dog.
There are so many foods that I have never eaten, like it's actually ridiculous.
I am in shock.
I'm flying you down to India. And we're eating all of it. All their street
all
vendors.
the things that I've said, this is the thing that gets you just speechless.
But because a corn dog is one of the
I'm
easiest things
offended.
to get your hands on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can either get it at the freaking grocery store, or it's literally served at every state fair, I think, in the country, or even just any fair, is a corn dog, or a corn on the cob, or elephant ears. Like, those are like the main trio that people sell. I guess burgers count too, but those are the more unique ones they sell.
You know what? I'm about to make it even worse. I've heard that so many times. I don't even know what elephant ears are. Are those literally elephant ears?
They're just
Dude.
giant things of dough that are
You
cooked
cannot.
with cinnamon sugar.
Hold up. You cannot think unironically that they were
No, I
elephant
don't know.
ears.
I didn't.
You cannot.
He thought
think
they were
that.
unironically elephant ears.
No. Look. I didn't actually think that. I was just saying that to be fucking goofy, okay? But look, the point is, I had no idea what they actually were, and I had no idea why they were called elephant ears.
Well, maybe it's because they fucking look like elephant ears.
When cooked, yes, they look like elephant ears, and they're big. They're big, they're tasty. Personally, I just prefer them with cinnamon sugar. People like them with jam or whipped cream, but that's...
Okay, you can say
Okay.
that, but I guarantee you that in no context does a hot dog look like an attractive canine.
What?
Why would you even say attractive and canine in the same sentence?
Oh, Quizzy's
Okay,
Quizzy's
listen, shut yo ass up.
You're the
All
one that
right?
said it, though.
I know.
Because you were like, okay, maybe because it looks like elephant ears. I'm just like, not all food names make perfect sense, or not all food names refer to what the food looks like. If that's the case, like why is a hot dog called a hot dog? All right, because it doesn't look like a dog. All right, it doesn't look attractive unless you're gay, I guess. But still, it doesn't look like a canine.
I don't know where the name hot dog came from.
Exactly, that was my point.
But there's a lot of foods that are named after what they look like, you know? I can't really think of many others than corn on the cob. I mean, elephant
Ooh.
ears.
Orange.
True, that is so
Yeah.
simple.
Now, I actually need to know, like, did the color get named first, or did the fruit get named first?
Did the chicken or the egg come first?
I feel like those are not one-to-one comparisons, but okay.
Just gotta hit up our great times like 100
For
grandpa.
the power of E.
The power of E, grandfather.
Yeah. Just gotta see the first grandfather, be like, so why is
The
it
first-
orange? And he's gonna be like, and be
Bro.
like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Dude, the first grandfather sounds like a sick movie name. I don't know why. It just sounds like an epic a tale of a grandfather.
The first grandfather, then the
No.
sequel, the second grandfather.
No, then it would just keep going. The third grandfather, the fourth grandfather, and then we just skip. Then we just go to what would be the equivalent of I don't know, before zero, the negative grandfather. Also, dang it, because Chronic moved. I was gonna say Chronic's in that position of paint me like one of your French girls.
Fuck this shit, I'm jerking off.
Please don't.
I'm not, I'm actually just putting on my socks.
Trying to hide the dogs this time. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I noticed I had socks next to me. I'm like, you know what? I think my feet could use those.
I wonder why some people I don't get why some people wear shoes without socks.
Because it's just quicker, I guess. It's faster.
But you're subjecting your feet to be even 10 times more smelly, I feel like, because the socks aren't there to be a barrier for the sweat.
Depends what kind of feet build you got. If you got sweaty feet, yeah. But if you got decent, not too much sweat, or even if you're lucky enough to just have no feet goo at all,
No feet goo. Also, can I ask, why is your furniture, whatever that is, is that a dresser, a bookshelf, a drawer? Why is it so far from the wall?
you're asking a lot of questions.
Yes, because I'm a part of a podcast where we ask each other questions.
Well, this isn't an interview.
This isn't an intervention, Chronic.
You don't have to ask about my personal life. I don't ask about yours. This cabinet, it's here for a reason, alright? That's all you need to know.
Oh my god.
That's it. This isn't an interview, and it's crazy because it's never gonna be one because this man Chronic is not a VTuber. That's tough.
I've already
Yeah,
interviewed
no.
him.
Ooh,
Wait, you
wait,
did?
hold up.
I
Hold up.
did. That's
Damn
literally
it,
on
like
my
a year or
channel.
two ago.
Edit that out. That didn't make sense. Ah.
Here, hold up.
And I'm gonna interview non-VTubers. I mean, I've interviewed McCrackle. He's not a VTuber.
Hey guys, I'm a VTuber. I'm a VTuber.
Yeah,
It's my
McCrackle's
VTube
not-
model.
That's your VTube mod. Dude, Chronic. I mean, McCrackle's.
So does he just go around? Does he just go around with the lobster tail butt plug? Because you guys keep talking about his tail. Like, what is?
McCrackle's just he does face cam streams a lot of the time too. It's that's the only reason he's known as a lobster, because that's his character, especially in VR chat. But mainly, it's he shows his face. I'm pretty sure he's blonde, if I remember correctly. It's he's he just has a character. He's like Chronic basically. Runs around, with an OC in VR chat.
Don't compare me.
What OC, bro?
I am unlike any human on Earth.
Naruto.
Well, I guess, yeah, okay, there is a difference there. Chronic doesn't necessarily have a dedicated OC yet.
I am not human. Hey, I am actually Klingon from the Klingon universe. I'm gonna eat your brain.
I thought you were saying.
No, yeah, we heard that. We heard
I heard
that.
the D. I heard the D.
That millisecond.
I'm glad me and Quizzy both caught on. We heard that, and you're like, "Wait,
I had to
can't
stop
say
and
that."
process. I was like, did my brain autofill that, or did I actually hear that?
No, we both heard it.
I don't know, man. I never said it, so I think you're just crazy, both of you. You're
But
just
are
crazy.
you ever gonna get a proper OC besides the
That's
raccoon or the Naruto?
I mean, I'd say the raccoon's the closest I have to an actual proper OC, because it's an actual character that isn't some other brand.
that's fair. That's true.
It's fun to actually have something to work on, because it's like with the Naruto, I couldn't express the blender skills and the texturing skills that I've learned over the years. But with the raccoon, it's like, oh my god, it's a fucking it's got nipples, and it can put little bing bing on the nipply.
What is
Yeah,
this, Crazy
no,
Frog?
the
Excuse
the
me.
raccoon definitely works for you, because the way that you are, I could definitely see you being Snuffy's illegitimate child.
Chronic's probably not gonna understand unless he knows who Snuffy is.
I know who Snuffy is.
Okay, good. Okay. What? What?
Not even
What?
gonna say anything. He's just gonna.
He's just gonna stare at me. He's
You
insulted.
don't know who he's staring at.
No, it's not that I'm insulted. It's that my search history has on the private search history there's Snuffy.
You saw your. Oh, yeah, that's tough, man. Whenever you see your parents' sex tape before you know that they're your parents, it's like, oh man.
Before you
Duh.
know they're your parents, excuse
Being a
me?
test tube baby is horrible.
I mean, no, like you to it before you knew it was your parent, like way
yeah,
younger.
no, that's like a thing with OnlyFans and all that stuff, Hansley. That's gonna happen. They're gonna be
That
kids
really
that
is
grow
gonna.
up.
That's gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be.
Oh, God.
There's gonna need to be. A
Okay,
whole
hold
new
on. I
type
have
of
a hot
training for
take.
therapists for
I have a hot
Hot
take
take
that might be
about incest.
canceled. Yeah, well, not incest, but imagine one day little Timmy, like his parents are like, "Oh, hey, little Timmy, let me and your father want to show you the family business."
Oh no! See that you need to be thrown in jail.
Yes, whoever does that needs to get thrown in jail.
Now,
Whoever does that.
Once they turn 18, I mean, whatever. But like, no, they got to be Big Timmy first. They can't be.
They
little
gotta be
Timmy.
big
Mhm,
Timmy. They
mhm.
can't be little Timmy.
Yeah,
That's
no, bring your
true.
kid to work day. Mm-mm.
No, no.
Mm-mm.
No, do not bring your kid to work on that day.
I mean, to be honest, bring your kid to work day might be fine for that specific profession. Now, if it's bring your kid to work night, now that's where it's a problem.
What's the most dangerous place we can put a child?
A gorilla pit.
Where does EDP live?
Hmm.
I don't even know who ZDP is, but
Really?
I
That's
don't.
bullshit. See, no, I feel like that's more unbelievable than the corn dog thing. No, that's
Who's
bullshit.
ZDP? I don't.
Are you a fan of cupcakes?
Kind of. Why? I'm confused where this is going. Who is ZDP?
Do you want to send me in this group chat photos of your poop in a toilet?
No.
So you're not EDP, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
I mean, he's not overweight enough, and I'm pretty sure his he doesn't have what is it? Was it something cancer? Is it kidney cancer?
Oh yeah, that's right. Or I think it was failure.
Kidney failure. Yeah, you don't have stage 5 kidney failure.
Yeah.
Oh my god. By the way, I saw a VTuber reacting to the scene where Jared from Subway comes on screen in was it South Park Stick of Truth? And it's just they were freaking out. They ended stream immediately once Jared did the whole thing where he puts the sandwich down and it squirts mayo on the kids. She was like, "I'm done. We're done with this stream." I'm just laughing. I was laughing so hard at that. Oh my god.
South Park, I love that kind of humor.
I've never
It
watched
sucks.
South Park.
Really?
No, I don't think my parents would have ever let me, and I didn't even know what channel it was on. So.
Well, just YouTube.
Is that all it was YouTube?
I mean, it was on Adult Swim and like those adult channels, but like you can find it on YouTube.
I never watched Adult Swim because we were staying at a hotel once, and it came on. It's like, and I was just sitting in the room. It was like late at night. I was staying up late watching TV, and then it changed over to from Cartoon Network to Adult Swim, and it put away. I don't know if it was a real commercial. I swear I saw this on Adult Swim. It was on the TV, so it was somewhere. But if anyone ever finds this commercial, maybe we can react to it because it's so messed up. It was a commercial about this sprinkler that was a woman's dismembered head. And it would come out of the ground, and it would, like, if there were kids playing in the yard, it would grab them and eat them, and then it would sprinkle blood all over the grass.
This sounds like a robot chicken sketch.
It probably was. And
but what was it an ad for?
I think it was probably just a robot chicken sketch. It was for the sprinkler. It was for the sprinkler that would eat children and spit out their blood all over the grass to. I don't know. It was just so disturbing to me. I just stayed well clear from the Adult Swim after that, and also because I feel like the first thing that comes on Adult Swim is always what is it? King of the Hill. I swear that's the first thing that is always the first show that's always on. And I just
Yeah.
didn't. It always started with the intro, and I was just like, it seems so boring to me. I don't want to watch this. I'm a kid. I want to go watch something more interesting.
See, I thought the same thing, but like in hindsight, younger me didn't make sense because like I thought that, but I loved George Lopez, so it's like,
Did
eh,
anything come out about like George Lopez, controversy wise?
better not have. You better leave that man alone.
Imagine like it turns out he was a part of like some underground trafficking ring. That'd be crazy.
He makes like little like instead of a dog fighting ring, it's like a gerbil fighting ring.
Oh yeah, no, I would pay to watch tiny little fluffy things eat each other to the death and fight. And I want to see like the number one gerbil, like the one that came out on top, and it's just like a vicious like 3 foot big fucking gerbil that's a monster, and it just mauls the competition. That would be awesome.
And it's like it's missing an eye, has a scar. It's like he's
Yeah.
got like he just looks all gruff, but he has like the champion's belt around his waist.
Mm-hmm. The king of gerbils.
The gerbil.
And then we
king.
breed it, and then we have its kids fight. And then when the kid gets big enough, it fights the father, and we just make the most powerful fucking gerbils. We turn them from a prey animal into a predator animal. That would be freaking awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Someone
oh.
wants to make Gerbil Kratos.
Yeah,
Gerbil
yeah.
Kratos. It will eventually
we could
rise up and
overthrow.
destroy humanity. Yep. It's like
Mhm.
instead of overthrowing the gods, it's overthrowing humanity. That's the real. That is that is actually probably the most real thing that can happen. Instead of like us rising against the gods, it's gonna be some animal is gonna evolve enough that one of the animals is going to try and overthrow humanity. And it very well could be ants. People always say if ants were just a little bit smarter, they could easily overthrow the world because of how smart they are and how they work together as groups.
Mm.
That's what they gonna do against a grenade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't understand that like what a nuke is to us, is literally like the smallest firecracker to them.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd argue it's bigger.
Honestly, I think
True, you're right.
we
A
don't even
firecracker
need.
is a nuke for bugs.
Yeah, we don't even need to like go to explosions. Like, you just got to get a permanent marker and draw a line. They won't be able to cross that. It's impossible. You can build.
Why?
They just don't like it. They don't cross the permanent marker lines.
Is this
It's
like a
like
video you saw? Because this is interesting to me. Is that like an actual
bugs.
real thing?
Probably, yeah, it is. With a lot of bugs. If you just draw, I think it's some kind of like a permanent marker that has some sort of an alcohol in it so that it like evaporates and messes with the scent. They'll not cross it because it's like, this is not good. I don't like that. I'm gonna turn around, and you can literally trap someone. It's awesome.
That's so messed up to do to a bug, but
Yeah,
interesting
but
though. It's
yeah,
interesting.
but it's not killing them. It's just basically saying, "Oh yeah, no, there's a wall here. There's a wall here."
Yeah, like, and also for whatever reason, like, okay, so the main thing that people are like, oh, if ants work together, they can take on humans because like ants can lift 10 times their body weight and stuff like that. So if they all get together, they could lift. People forget how many different forces are like. Okay, yeah, if a human's just standing there and doesn't do anything, but like, I don't know if you've ever like lifted something and then like tried to catch something that fell on you and then lift it, but one is significantly harder than the other, and you got to understand at that size that difficulty multiplies. So if like even if they could lift you, the moment that you jump, they ain't catching you.
Dude, I just
Even
And even
okay.
if they do, there's gonna be bodies for it.
The thing is, you
Jump
just remind
again,
me of
more bodies.
you just remind me of two completely different things. One, that I was a psychopath when it came to ants, and I'll get to that in a second.
You did the magnifying glass thing, huh?
No, I did something much more what I think is more morbid to ants, and sometimes I would realize it was morbid, and then I'd
Did you
stop doing
pee
it.
on them?
No. Okay, we'll start with this. Just remind me that I want to get to why I want to talk about why shrinking down to the size of an ant would be good for humanity, but I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
First thing. So what I used to do with ants, right? Whenever I'd seen ants, if I was like in a pool or anything, I would grab an ant and I'd put it in the water, slowly watch it drown. Sometimes I'd let them drown, but other times I would just go, I don't know if I like doing this, so I take it back out of the water and rescue them. And I personally think that's pretty psychotic to just like put in like an insect in a thing of water to watch it drown to death, and only on your whim decide if it gets to live or not.
It's like those TikTok videos where people put animals in fake situations and then they
We
save
talked
it.
about that last episode, but that's
Yeah,
totally what I was doing, but to insects instead of animals, and without a video camera.
you were ahead of your time. If TikTok was out by then, you would totally be up there just
Dude, that'd be such a funny
saving
skit,
dogs.
though. I feel like that would actually be a really funny skit to upload, like TikTok, or actually probably get. I feel like somebody would get upset and you would get canceled for it. I'd be like, this person's a psychopath for attacking an ant. He drowned it and then saved it. That's so messed up.
Who the fuck is going to take the time to try and cancel someone over an ant?
Ants Canada would probably come after my ass. Have you seen there's a lot there's actually a couple of channels. I think Ants Canada is the most well known, but it's like people who take care of ants for a living, you know? And Ants
Mhm.
Canada is literally building a mansion for his ants. I'm not even joking. He's building like this massive enclosures for his ants.
Oh yeah, no, it's dope as
I'm
hell.
pretty
It is.
sure
It's
if
actually really
one of those
badass.
I'm pretty sure if one of those ants, because ant like enclosures, they have like a shit ton of ants. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure if one of them died, he's not acting as if like a dog died.
Probably not. But I mean, if one of his enclosures, like all the ants died, he'd probably have a mental breakdown.
Hmm,
Just
yeah.
like how a normal human being would be. It'd be like it'd be the equivalent of, and it'd be like the amount of ants that would need to die for him to have the same reaction to like a dog dying. It would have to be like the amount of ants would have to make up its own dog. Like, you know, like it'd have to be like the size of a German Shepherd. That many ants dying would probably make him very sad. But you know, let's try not to start beef with Ants Canada. You know, let me go back to the other conversation. Why I think that if we were, I've always thought this ever since I saw Honey I Shrunk the Kids. If we were that size, can you imagine how easy it'd be for resource management? Like trees are like what 100 or 1,000 times larger than they were before. Just a leaf of grass, it literally is massive. It's like we could build and survive
Yeah.
on or planet Earth so much different.
Everything becomes a predator.
True, everything does
Let's
become
see
a
here.
predator, like birds.
Communication becomes infinitely harder. Structures, we wouldn't be able to make half the structures that we actually made. Let's see here.
Really?
Internet,
Why? Why do you
you'd
say
have
that?
to. Come on, dude. We're not making skyscrapers. Well, I guess skyscrapers would be the size of toys to us now. All
Which
right.
is
You
hilarious
really
and it'd be
think
awesome. But also
Yeah, but
scary.
how would it be awesome when literally any decent sized animal could come up? Forget
Just the
natural
wind. Just the
disasters.
wind.
Yeah, look, a brisk day becomes the equivalent of a hurricane to us.
yeah, and not even mentioning the fact that the smaller you get, the more air will feel like molasses. Like air feels like nothing to us right now, but the smaller we get, the more it's gonna feel like water, and it's like harder to move.
I feel like planes would be built harder to build, but also I feel like in some ways it might be easier because, you know, birds fly a lot easier because they're smaller than a plane.
Man,
Yeah.
as big as spiders will be, then arachnophobia won't be a phobia anymore. That's a survival instinct at that
You're
point.
right. That
Mhm.
really would be. I mean, it wouldn't even be arachnids, it'd be everything. But imagine we'd be like riding on moths, like that'd be our transportation. We'd train moths to fly us places.
So you know the concept of wind resistance, right? So you know there's a reason why when we fly in planes that it's a closed space, right? And imagine we're flying on a moth, right? If we're that small, meteorologists, that's just not going to be a thing. All right, I'm sorry, this is not going to be a thing. So we're not going to be able to tell the weather. Imagine how many deaths are going to come from us just like, okay, we're going to ride on this animal and oh shit, it's starting to rain. No, it's not even going to be a rain. It's going to be floods.
Also, give me 1 sec. I will be right back. I have a phone call. Or you guys can talk while I'm gone.
Okay, let's get a little gayer now. Top 10 men. I'd probably have to put Ryan Reynolds as probably like my top men. Number 2, hard to tell, but I'd probably put like The Rock, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's pretty up there.
Look, if The Rock, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If The Rock wants you, like, come on, who's like, you could be as straight as you want, bro. It's The
Yeah,
Rock, bro.
yeah, you can't
It's The
say no.
Rock.
He's done everything. He's done rap. He's done movies. He's done action. He's done probably like pharmaceutical shit. He's done everything. He's been everywhere. and that's knowledge that you can't run from.
All right, it's gotta be so for me. It's gotta be like there's gotta be some K-pop stars in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're basically feminine men. So they're like the closest I'd say to like femboy before femboy was like a coined term.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could probably honestly put them all in category 3 because they're just like they're just copy and paste. Like the corporations behind them. Have you seen like the fucking business practices? It's fucking nuts. It's like they literally will breed people just to become K-pop stars. It's
Hey,
fucking
huh?
crazy.
That's a thing.
Yeah, no, it's
I
nuts.
believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, so it basically how it works is like someone will apply to be like a K-pop star, and then it's like their entire life is now in control of the corporation that they've applied to. So everything from diet, activities, friends, family, every little detail, they give you a schedule. And if you fail in it, then you just get nothing, you're gone.
I mean, that's pretty much the same for VTubers.
Yeah, that's I don't. That's a,
But this is
okay.
real life,
Not say,
like
not
real
say,
life, real life.
don't say VTubers. All right,
Well,
because
that's something more relatable that I can
this
relate
is
to.
this is the
No,
better comparison would
not at
be
all.
the better comparison would be idols. Like
Yeah, I
think
could see idols.
Japanese idols. Think that
Mhm.
because basically when you do that, you essentially the best way I can say it is you basically sign your life over to be a fictional story and have somebody else be the writer. That's
Pretty
basically
much.
it.
Yeah.
Also, okay,
Yeah.
I know it'd be going back, but I want to. There's like, there's one thing I want to ask Quizzy about regarding the ants, or being the size of ants. You were gonna go on about why the internet would be harder. Why would the internet be harder when we're that small?
Because Jen, do you know like how the technology that goes into us like even getting the internet, like
Well,
the
can we just
like
build the technology smaller?
okay, so that would be. Do you think that like something a tower that's like the size of
A blade of
a
grass.
straw is gonna connect you to the other side of the world? I'm gonna be honest. If we were that
All the
size,
satellites would probably still be up.
if we were that size, I'm very sure that there would at least 50%, probably like 70% of the world would be out of contact with each other. Like we wouldn't know. It would be like it would spoiler alert. It'd be like Attack on Titan. You just wouldn't know if anything's
True,
outside the
though.
walls.
True, that actually is not wrong.
Not only then, it doesn't matter how big we are, quantum mechanics is a specific size, and we're teetering on the edge with our own size of how small we can make those transistors. So if we get tinier, it's just even harder. Hold up.
True.
What's up?
Where are the pea pads and coffee and stuff that was also out
I can really.
Pea pads
so
and
much.
coffee?
I
on
can't.
Friday?
This is what
They
my
were
parents do.
delivered Friday at the door?
I'm pretty sure Kylie and Adrian got that.
I lock my door. I make sure.
Why do you think I lock them now? But my family will literally break into my door.
Yeah.
You see now.
Okay.
The thing is, if they did that for me, that's just like that's their property damage.
If
And
Chronic, if you want to cut that, I'll cut that out.
No, that's fine. If you want to keep it in or not keep
I
it
just,
in,
I,
it's up to
I
you.
almost want to keep it in just because I can relate, dude. My dad, like, I mean, I told you during my interview with you that apparently Quizzy didn't know exists. This door, I have to lock it because my dad will come in. He will come in but just wearing a towel.
Oh.
And Chronic, when I told him that, was like, you should unlock your door, Jim. No, I don't.
I want to know why you had felt the need to like give me that stray shot at the beginning of that whole spiel where you're just like that Quizzy didn't know existed. Like, bro, what the?
You like you just like you didn't interview Chronic. You like you were like that's you basically
No,
said.
I just said I didn't know. I said I didn't know. That was
I feel like it was more aggressive than that. I feel like it was, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, so like, huh?
It felt a little aggressive to me, bro.
That doesn't even make sense. Oh, we're making shit. We are nonfiction. Wait, no, we're fiction writers. Hold on, I almost said the wrong thing.
For nonfiction writers, yes. Okay, hot take: nonfiction is the most boring books to read in school for like reports. I personally think fiction's always more interesting to write an essay on or something. Like I feel like you can always make a more interesting report. I feel like with nonfiction, you have to find something like. I don't feel like you don't get interested in most people don't get interested in nonfiction until they reach like adulthood. Like when I'm in middle school, I don't give a crap about airplane mechanics and how they fly. Now I fucking listen to a podcast about plane crashes on the regular. I didn't before, but I do now.
It was actually like a U curve for me. Like when I was like really young, I hated nonfiction, and then when I somewhere at around 15 to 17, I like got really into nonfiction, and then once I like went to the like end of 17, 18 onwards, I started hating nonfiction again. I was just like, okay, there's only so many real problems and variants of those real problems before it's like, oh, well, I read about this kind of before very similarly. And you can say the same argument about nonfiction, but because it's like, for fiction, but because it's like not real, there's so many different ways you can spin it. But nonfiction, it's like, it has to be real.
Yeah, and
Like,
there's so many different things you can learn about. Like, I didn't know this, but apparently, I want to say it was in Italy. Apparently, there was an event very similar to what Mr. Mustache did during World War II in Italy. I'm pretty sure there's somebody in Italy trying to do something similar with getting rid of what culture was it? They were trying to eliminate. I almost want to say Muslim culture. I don't know. I only just heard of it recently during a podcast, so I don't fully remember everything. But apparently there was another event similar to that I never would have heard of. It's like there's so much history you just don't get taught in schools because schools just don't think it's worth teaching you.
Mr. Mustache Man is crazy.
Hey, I just want to be careful. I mean,
Also,
went
thank you
after
for doing like a
everybody with
little
a mustache.
reference here, a little reference. Thank you.
don't.
Because I don't
We're
think we
moving
would've-
on. We're
we
moving
would've
on. We're
gotten
moving
it.
on. We're
We would've
moving
gotten
on. Chronic, what about you? Nonfiction. What's your take?
I'm a philosophical guy. So when it comes to fiction and nonfiction, it's not necessarily whether or not it's grounded in reality or some figurative reality. It's more of how you interpret each. So you can interpret pretty much whatever you want from reality, just as you can with fiction. Yeah, yawn.
No, I'm tired.
Yawn.
I'm sorry. I'm not yawning at you.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
How rude.
Bro,
Yeah, God.
bro.
I am naying in disappointment right now.
Why would you nay in disappointment?
You're gonna do it because
Dude, you know what you're reminding me of doing that?
he's gonna whip
There's
your ass.
there's
I'm
a
sorry, I didn't
joke
do
that Fluffy or Gabriel Iglesias has made, and I'm pretty sure he does that move when he's like, "I hear the bell." That's the joke I got reminded of, was when he makes that joke about how he's going into a late night hotel, and there's this woman who's like not wanting to let him in, and and then he goes like, "It's Iglesias." It goes Iglesias. It's like with an I, and she's like, "All right, Mr. Iglesias with an I."
I got my revenge by yawning. But I don't. It was not intentional. I was just thinking about the yawn and it made me yawn. But
That is just what happens. That was somebody's experiment they should do for physics class, was to do a report on yawns, like, and how and like what's so funny is they were trying to do a report, like, if somebody yawned in front of someone else, they would try to do a report and make the other person yawn, but because we knew it was the experiment, no one was yawning, so the experiment just failed. And if anything, I think that became the report, was if you tell people that we're experimenting on yawns, and they won't yawn because they know it subconsciously that is what we're testing. It's just like, I don't know, that's off kilter, but that was funny in school. I thought that was funny.
I mean, once you learn actually what a yawn is, you would know that yawns being contagious is the furthest thing from a possibility. It's just a really funny coincidence that tends to happen a lot.
I do think there's some logic to it. I think there's a little bit, like, why it happens. I feel like it's not just luck. It's not like a luck of the draw. Like,
It literally is. Do you know what a yawn? Do you know why people yawn?
Because they're not getting enough oxygen.
Exactly. How the hell can that be contagious?
Some people probably see a yawn, and then it's just like their brain goes, "Oh, I've not yawned yet."
Okay, Quizzy, I need to ask you a very, 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 very complicated question. What's 1 plus 1?
You and me tonight. I mean, if you want to, like, shit. I mean, my bad. My bad. 11.
That's all I needed to know.
Chronic, are you gonna develop like a reverse harem? Just get all your bros together.
I don't think I want to have a reverse harem of my bros because that would insinuate I'm like fucking and kissing my bros, which I don't think I really want to do that.
What about with Grey Wolf?
Well, we already. I mean, I don't think I want to get into that.
You already what?
I don't think I want to get into that one.
Okay. Oh god.
Don't want to get into that one because apparently you already did it first.
Well, no. I just want you guys to know that. Whoa! How did you know that I have walls in my room? How did that? That's crazy. Look at that. How'd that get there?
Bro,
Put that
okay,
there.
you know they're in bed together because literally Wolf played that exact same joke while we were doing my video on the AI stuff.
No, we are not. We are not. We are not. Or would it be? Or I don't know how that would work, but we are not.
And
We're not doing that. It's gross. It's fucking.
all right.
It's gross. It's gross. We wouldn't do that.
oh my god, Chronic is homophobic in 2020.
You can't be homophobic if you kiss men.
I farted and it smells bad. Sorry.
Well, why'd you wait? What? Now
Thank
my
you.
turn to say this. Why'd you say that? Why'd you bring that up?
Sorry. It's just
That was something we couldn't see or hear or smell, and you decided to
well,
tell all of us.
My Discord thing lit up green when I farted, so it's like I thought you heard it.
No, and you had to clarify that it stunk.
Like that's like I feel like that's just mental manipulation at that point because like you're trying to get us to imagine that.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. That takes brain effort. I don't want to think about the smell.
Okay, people, by the way, can I just say, I think that I think it's a hoax that people are like, oh, whenever I eat Taco Bell, I have bad bathroom issues. It's like, I've eaten Taco Bell so often, I never have issues in the bathroom after eating it.
It depends. I'd say the person.
The person,
I'd say.
or does it depend on what you get? Because it's typically always like the 12 taco pack that I eat with family. And that never results in bathroom problems.
I mean, I will say it's definitely exaggerated, but there's likely some people out there that when they consume Taco Bell, they tend to poop.
They tend to poop.
Probably like a lot. Maybe diarrhea too.
I don't think they're having the opposite effect of constipation from Taco Bell, because that's a whole different problem.
Oh, dude, you have no idea how awesome constipation is. So
I know how bad it can be,
No,
because I have
awesome.
been constipated. and
No.
it's a problem.
No. You're not thinking about it on a fourth dimensional plane. Think about it like this. So you have a constipated mass of poop in your poop holes, in your poop tubes.
As I often do, yes.
What you can do is it will block the gas so it can build up pressure. And yeah, stomach ache here, tummy ache there. What I see is it's like a pea shooter. Hey, what's up? 1. Yeah.
Oh my
Now they
god.
see you.
I'd like to mention that so far this has nothing to do with the fourth dimension, but go on.
It does. Dude, the timing. That you immediately went silent with your argument. I'm sorry. That is stuck in the video. That is too funny. And immediately, just immediate. Yeah? It's just.
Okay, back to the constipation. It's like a pea shooter from Plants vs Zombies. So with the constipated gas building up the pressure, you could poop at disturbing velocities at someone.
Bro, yeah, maybe, but also you might end up peeing blood for a week like I did, and that was not fun.
Was that constipation or was it like some kind of
They
torsion?
don't no
That's an
they say
STD.
they think it was like, because here's the thing, they never found any other signs. It could be anything else. I mean, they're still like kind of perplexed because they don't know what caused it.
I'm gonna be real with you. If I was an audio listener, I'd click out when you said pee blood, because that's a lot of
Literally,
not a lot of good thoughts.
constipation literally has nothing to do with peeing, though. What?
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing they could find, is because I just was so backed up.
I mean, I could imagine it's like
If
the
you want me to
stretching.
cut this out, I can cut this out.
I'm just saying it's not good to think about.
That's like that's like something breaking in your attic because your basement is full.
Oh,
Like
my
that's
dad broke the roof of our house twice now. My mom is pissed. He's put holes in my mom's bathroom, and now he put a hole right above the water heater.
I feel like I'm talking to novel AI right now.
Why?
not because I said something and then it just like
Yeah.
subject just infinitely switched like instantly crazy. I get the feeling.
Well, I mean, hey, you guys, I feel like we need to move on past that. You know, what we were talking about.
Yeah, nah, man, my roof is good. Like, it's there. Pretty still there. What about your roof, Quizzy?
This technically isn't my roof, but I mean, as you can see, there's no holes. Time doesn't really change here. Pretty cool. Yeah, how about your roof, Jen?
No holes in my roof yet, so looking fine.
Fuck you mean yet?
Well, I mean, you never know. My dad has now is 2 for 2, so we'll see. And my door is locked because I just saw the light come on. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I'm like, do you see it? The corner of your eye. A white orb. I don't know if you've ever seen that video, but I love it.
No, I'm not.
Oh my god, you're missing out on the funniest of
Oh,
shit.
guys, I still hold on. I need to show you guys the Mud Wizard video.
I've already seen the Mud Wizard.
Wait,
I watched it in my own time.
Oh yeah, okay, good. So you watched it sometime last night, Quizzy?
Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think of the Mud Wizard?
Bro, that man is like a sage of like the 6 paths of sediment. Like that man pushed that man he's kind of a savage too, man. That man cow tipped
all those police officers. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh my god, police pushed them over, threw mud at them. Did you see how one of the police officers tried to pepper spray him, and he still came back afterwards? The Mud Wizard.
Basically, Naruto ran away from that. That was hilarious.
He did. It was so funny. I mean, I get it. It was a protest. You know what? Like, I don't know what the scenario was behind it. I understand protests. Typically depends on what the protest is about, and it didn't look
Wonder
like
if he knows Gandalf.
I really do. It didn't look like it was a violent protest. It did look like, yes, people were throwing mud and pushing police officers around, but nobody was throwing rocks or using weapons.
No one found out that I had a gun, which was very good, because then that means that the police would use their firearms and I would have to get into a firefight. But I'm happy with how it ended. Like, no, it went pretty good. Yeah, it was all about the climate and this and that, but Mother Nature stays trapped. Yeah.
Oh my, Jen! I swear,
What?
I looked up at you, and I swear it looked like you were trying to pose for a magazine. What was that? Those you like?
I'm
you
just
literally
trying to show off my eye.
You were in camera mode. You were in God of War camera mode, and you were just like, "All right, let me go through these different presets real quick."
Sorry, I don't know. I just thought I'd show off my freaking eye, my weird eye that's connected to my jaw muscle. That freaking when I open my mouth, it freaking makes my eye open wider. Freaking. The weird thing, though, it's why I hate eating in front of people, because a lot of people will get will notice it, and then some people will giggle, some people laugh, just because I'm eating, and it's like. I don't know, and some people just find it funny. Hey, the thing is, I got lucky because there's like 2 variants of it where it could have been connected, but if I'd opened my mouth, it could have closed my eye. And that would have required surgery because I would have been allowed to drive at all or do a lot of things.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dasani, the water brand.
Maybe we'll
Fuck
get
you,
sponsored
I'm
by.
Team Deer Park.
Bro, okay, I'm curious. We should say. I don't know if we should say any brands, but I'm imagine if we get sponsored by an energy drink company.
I honestly think we should just not get sponsored.
If
And then
Monster Energy sponsors us, I will do a cosplay of Astolfo.
Okay, I'd
Okay.
like to change my opinion about not getting sponsored. If it's Monster Energy drink, I'd be very
Has
curious.
Monster ever sponsored a streamer or
Mhm.
a show? Because I don't think they have.
I don't know. Perhaps.
Dude, okay, listen, I feel like if anyone sponsors us and actually pays decent money, Quizzy will do no soulful cosplay. Tell you what, if we ever get a sponsor, we'll, you know what? If we get a sponsor, I'll do a fucking cosplay with Quizzy. I'll cosplay something. I'll cosplay something I personally won't want to.
Yeah, no. If we get a sponsor, I'll take a shower.
Salad fingers! I will dress up as an actual
Chronic,
salad fingers. I don't know how I'll make that work.
No,
I'll do
just
something.
shut up, Chronic. What'd you just say?
Wait,
no,
what-
no,
wait,
you're
did he
not
say-
letting
what
you
did he
that.
say?
I'm not letting that
What did he say?
slide.
What did he
That's
say?
it, bro. If we
No.
get sponsored, I'll take a shower.
Yeah, and I'll probably like walk my dog.
Bro, just, he already has a good cosplay. Like, you actually pull off Spider-Man really freaking well.
Oh, I'm Tom Holland's
No,
brother.
okay, you're not Tom Holland. I would say you're
You're
more
like,
Andrew Garfield.
I'd say you're like
Oh, yeah.
perfectly in between Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, exactly,
no, I feel
exactly.
that.
I was thinking that. He's like between Andrew Garfield and then the version of Spider-Man while he is like, doing like the dance, like trying to act all cool. That's exactly what Chronic looks like. It's the perfect mix between the two.
That is me. I'm actually the love child between the two of them. It was a horrific genetic experiment.
A horrific genetic experiment, but you know what? I think it worked out because we got you in the end. And you know what? You got better lore than most VTubers, I'd say, just by that alone. This man gets better lore the more and more time goes on. He's gonna have, we're the two VTubers, Quizzy, but Chronic's the one who's gonna have more lore as time goes on.
Eventually, I'm gonna be the president.
President Chronic is speaking. He has the stage. Chronic, what do you have to say?
I want you all to know, I'm the president.
That's it. That's it. Any other words for us, Mr. President?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Mr. President, this isn't a TED Talk. I don't care. It's a TED Talk now.
I didn't say that. I would like you to point out the fake news, for I am president.
And who is the fake news, Mr. President?
The ones that aren't me.
I speak the truth, and it is only me.
Yeah, I am like Wikipedia.
I'm pretty sure Wikipedia is the furthest thing for the truth. Dude, especially people who are fans of YouTubers, will edit that on a dime. If you're streaming and you look at Wikipedia, they will edit it immediately.
I have beef now. I have beef with that statement. Wikipedia, you have no idea the cogs behind the scene that go into making sure that Wikipedia is an article that is as close to factual as possible. It can get changed. Yeah, but they banned Scientology because Scientology was like, hey, I'm going to change a few things. They full-on banned the Church of Scientology.
They really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a really funny story.
Let's hear it. You know what? Before I tell my story, let's hear this story.
Oh, yeah, it's a really funny story. I don't remember it.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I was gonna just say, freaking, if you've ever heard Wayner Radio TV, he did a series on, Half-Life, but the AI is self-aware, which was basically just his friends playing as characters.
Yeah.
And they made a joke about, All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, and how Gordon Freeman dies at the end of that movie was a joke, and everyone who watched it went and they edited Every Dog Goes to Heaven 2, the movie. They edited the Wikipedia page, so at the end it said, at the end, Gordon Freeman dies, and every time they try to correct it, some viewer would always change it back. And that happened so much, they had to block any more edits to that movie's page for, I think, a couple of years, or a year or something, just so people would stop editing it to add that. So please, viewers, And Chronic, I don't care what you say after this, because I know you're going to probably make some statement and make a joke. Listen to me. Viewers, look at me. Do not edit Wikipedia. Any page on Wikipedia based off a joke we say. Please.
Change the Wikipedia name to Wikipedia.
No! Listen, I already said do not listen to it. That is Chronic. This does not share my opinion. Quizzy, what do you have to say?
Dickopedia.
Fuck me.
Make me the
Goddamn.
10th and the 27th president of the United States on the Wikipedia articles.
Or do you think they should have kept expanding Mount Rushmore to have more
No.
presidents? No.
The fact that there's a Mount Rushmore is so fucking stupid. Like,
Says the man who went and dressed up as Naruto for years and years, and they basically have a Mount Rushmore.
I'm not gonna dress like a fucking mountain.
Technically,
Like,
he is a
literally.
mountain now, though. He has a mountain face.
Well, sure, but that obviously had inspiration from some old dudes being like, you know what, that mountain?
Our faces. Let's do it.
I'm getting a little bit of an idea with that.
Dude, that should be our first. If we ever make merch, we should totally make like a shirt with our faces on it, but on a mountain. But like, make some meme, like make it a meme, like not just that, but add something like a statement under it that's super wild. Like I don't know whether that's like you can't drink water angrily or just mustard gas.
I'm so mad at you reading my mind because I was thinking that. But
You were thinking that statement. We just not like it was like it's us on like a mountain. Our faces on a mountain. You can't drink water angrily.
I would love to put something, just something along the lines of that, but like a tattoo above your crotch, where it's like you just can't drink a penis angrily. And whenever it's like a blowjob, they can read it because it like goes back and forth like 3D or like a 4D. You know, like SpongeBob 4D experiences where it's like the chairs kind of fuck with you.
Does Wolf really need that much instruction?
No, they don't. And Chronic, one of these days, I'm gonna be removing a whole conversation you say because it's just gonna be too freaking wild that I just am like, Chronic, we can't leave that in. I'm sorry, we can't.
You cannot delete my personality.
Bro, it's
I'm
like-
not saying
it's
to delete your
30 minute
personality.
mark. Like, come on.
It is who I am. It's at my core.
Quizzy's too. Okay, I was gonna say Quizzy. You say you want to make hot takes, but at the same time, you've told me you don't want to say anything that's gonna get you canceled. Like it's like you. I feel like out of all of us, you are definitely the person that's the most fear of getting canceled. Me and Chronic say the most wild. Like I say the wildest takes. Chronic says the most wildest crap that you can't believe. You'll say stuff to make people argue, but I don't think you're actually ever going to say something that I will have to remove
no,
from the video.
Okay, no. Keep in mind, no. I'm not scared of getting canceled. I'm scared of getting canceled in specific ways. All right, like there are certain like if there's a bad take, like I'll do a bad take. Like for hold on, let me think of a really bad take that like I could actually defend.
Oh my god, Quizzy, remember that time you invited me to your gay baby wrestling ring in your basement? That shit was crazy. Like, those fuckers were really going at it and killing each other. There was blood everywhere and poop.
Oh, Quizzy, you remember your gender reveal party you did in California and started a whole bunch of fires? Oh man, so crazy. I thought you lived in Ohio, but apparently you visited. You wanted to just make sure.
Bitch,
that made me realize, wait.
Ohioans have the innate ability of opening wormholes in time and space. All right, I can be wherever I want.
Wait, is that actually?
Whenever I want, wherever I want, whatever time I want. I could go back in the past. I could meet you in the past after I meet you in the present. Think about that.
Hold on a second. I just had a very, very valid idea. So, you know gender reveal parties, right? Like, oh my god, my baby's a boy, a girl, this and that. What about the people that change their genders? Do they have a re-debut?
Oh, okay. I don't even know if I can keep that in.
No, you can.
You better
It's
keep that
literally
in.
you better. It's literally like, do they do a second gender reveal party, or they're just like, yeah, no, I'm this now.
You know, here's my no. You take that out, you're a sheep.
Yeah,
No.
for real. If you take that out, you're an L baby fuck face baby fuck. Best insult ever.
I just got okay. Let's just say, can we just? What do I? Oh my god! It's just I don't because there's gonna be somebody who's going to take that the wrong way,
And
it would be funny.
And I'm the one who's worried about getting canceled the most out of everyone. You're the one about to have a migraine over a joke.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. The position's changed.
You know what's so funny? There's so many there's so many times me and Chronic team up against Quizzy. So many times you and Quizzy team up against me. So many times me and Quizzy team up against you. And I like how it's like this trifecta where we turn against each other easily, but we will pick a side. I want.
Yeah, we pick sides.
Okay, hold on.
What-
Let me correct that shit right now.
When are we gonna have a take? When are we gonna have a take where all three of us have a different view on it and disagree on it in different ways?
I'm on the upper right corner. I'm on the upper right corner. None of you are on the upper right corner.
I'm a bottom. Wait a minute.
Oh, really? Oh.
Wait a fucking minute.
Yo!
You tricked me. You tricked me.
No way! That's fucking crazy.
Wait, no, I can't go from the bottom. I gotta go from the top.
Get down there. Get down from there. Get down from there. Smacking at you. Well, you a cat now.
Oh my god, bro.
I've always been cat adjacent. Even though I like
Cat
dogs more.
adjacent.
Cat adjacent. What does that even mean?
Is there like a mathematic formula for
Because-
how cat you are?
Well, look. I'm pretty sure Chronic knows nothing about the lore, but you, Jenny, you know two things that I'm the literal embodiment of. Is A, poverty, and B, misfortune. What is the poster child for misfortune?
Not cats. Cats are, well, okay.
Black cats.
Black cats, but also most cats are depicted as a sign of luck, especially in like Japan.
Yeah, it's a cool
Yeah,
guy.
which is why my my twin Akko, he's a golden cat while I'm a black cat. So misfortune, good luck.
You know what we need? Okay, Quizzy, I know you have like a form where your eyes glow purple. I don't know if your hair changes color, but if you do, you need to do like a color shift where your hair turns black and red, and like that has to be like
What?
your evil form.
That would make me look more like Akko. Why would I ever
Because
have my
then you're
hair turn
black
red?
cat, the embodiment of a black cat. You know, then
Okay, I
that's
could
when you're
just-
truly misfortunate. That's when
I
you
could
like.
I could just transform into a black cat. Just
What I mean, what do you have shape shifting powers? Because that's I never heard. About that.
Yes, you have.
Well, I've heard
How
about
do
it in D&D, not in. I didn't know that was actually part of your real lore.
Booba. Booba.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! See, this is how. Look. We can't compare each other on how deep we go into lore now, just because of the fact that you forgot this.
Ah! There's one video. I don't know where it exists. I'm pretty sure I left in a moment of you peeing in a video. I'm not doing it again. I did it
Do
once.
it.
I'm never doing it again.
Do it again. I don't care.
He
Do it
didn't
again.
hear you.
Do it again.
I'm not.
Do it again.
I'm not
Do it
doing
again.
it again.
Oh
I'm
my
not.
gosh,
I'm
no.
not.
No, you're doing it again.
And before
No.
he's actually just making
No.
coffee.
No, you're doing it again. You are doing it again, and I do not care. I do not care. You are doing it again. That is pristine urine.
Tell you what. You know what I'm gonna do, Chronic? I'm tell you what. If we ever make a Patreon, we'll just have a compilation of all the times you need to go pee. We'll just have the Chronic pee compilation. That is like one of the tiers, and it's like
I am
just like
not
$1.
satisfied. I am not satisfied with that. I am not satisfied in the slightest. I want pee to be free for all the masses. I want there to be pee for everyone, and I need that situation
Rated
that I was
pee
just
for
in.
everyone.
Yeah, that's what we need. I want that to be heard. I want that, and I'm
I'm
putting
saying
my
I'll
flag
let
in
it
the
be heard,
ground.
but not on YouTube where we risk being in trouble, especially with YouTube. YouTube is getting
No.
way more and more strict.
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
no, 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 no. You.
I will sit on your face. Stop this argument.
I would like it to be known that this man, I was about to re-explain some shit about my lore to Jen, and I got interrupted by Chronic pissing. So he quite literally pissed on my parade. That's crazy.
And that's where it is. See, that's the beauty of it. I don't give two shits if
Yeah, you
YouTube
get
likes what we are doing, because I like it. Do you like it? I think you like it.
I don't like you. How many times am I gonna have to tell you I don't like your weird obsession with, like, if yes, you know what? Maybe I am developing a pee phobia, maybe, but you have a pee obsession. Whether that's your own pee or other people's pee. People who don't know this, he has joked about in VR chat about how he wanted to collect pee and then turn it into like beer, but it'd be more like syrup because of the consistency. Therefore, it's probably more like he's selling honey, but it's actually pee. That is, and look at him. Look at his face. Does that man look like he's pee obsessed? I think so.
I think you just don't understand what I'm about. But that's okay. That's all right. It's fine. It's just the pee. It's okay. Not everyone understands the pee. It's okay. I don't blame you for it.
Yeah. Well, so going back to lore, I just want to say, Quizzy, I'm gonna need you to help me refine my, because I have ideas for it to actually make me actually have a character, a little more unique. Just a generic reporter with a fedora that people are gonna call a neckbeard. Well, here's the thing. I feel like now that I have the microphone, people have stopped making fun of me as much for the fedora because they're like, "Oh, he's an actual reporter," whereas before it was like, "Oh, he's just a man in fedora talking."
How about this? Lore. You have entered into a pact with your microphone where you must report news or else the microphone will lower your life expectancy. And by continuing to report news, you're able to continue to prolong your life.
You know what's funny? That's actually some badass lore. I know you did that as a joke. That's actually kind of fucking sick. I'm not even
Boom.
gonna lie. That's actually good. I don't even
Yeah,
know if I want to.
spontaneous.
I don't even know if I want to put. I probably am gonna put it in there, but I don't even know if I want to because I might use that genuinely. That's
There
actually
you
kind of
go.
neat. I was just thinking like I went back in time because the future, like, while it's prosperous, like suddenly an event happened that kind of like destroyed part of the future, and just I had to go back in time and basically like find some VTubers to help combat that
Hmm.
event. I thought that'd be cool.
Hmm.
Quizzy, what's your
Time.
lore that you wanted to talk about?
Uh, I was just gonna talk about the whole the fact that I told you before that I had the shape shifting ability because like remember like the in lore reason why I used to always have that whammon form was that like basically I knew that humans were like they like booba a lot. And so it's like when I was poor and like hungry, it's like, okay, so what are humans more likely to have sympathy for? And like if a beggar was to be helped, a sickly, skinny, borderline anorexic, pale dude, or a big
So
boobed kind of tactile.
you catfish people for money. Okay.
Is that
Wow.
prostitution?
Well, I don't screw them. It's just like
What do you
I
do
do
for
that.
them? What do you do for the
I
money?
literally nothing. I just have that form so that people are more sympathetic of me.
I'm not gonna give money to some blue-haired chick who's sitting on the street with like unless she does
Hear me
something.
out.
Well, that's you.
Hear me out. If I give you money, do the boobs get bigger?
I actually probably could do that.
Okay, so like lore wise, yes, but I'm, why would I? This is not what going to be the future trajectory of my content. Okay, that's just not what it's.
Do you accept gift cards?
He's like he wants.
Did you not hear me?
Bro? Can I
Oh, I
just
did.
can,
I did.
can I just
Yeah.
say
Am I
that
being
accept
ignored right
gift
now?
cards. You accept gift cards.
you're just swiping it between your chests.
Debit or credit?
I'm not. These aren't boobs. Let this sink in. By a factor of over 10, more people have called me mommy than daddy.
That's probably because you again had a woman form for the longest time.
No, I mean since I've had this form.
Well, it's
Again, it's
the,
the
it's
long
the
hair.
hair.
It's the long
Everyone
hair.
thinks it's chick. You're androgynous. It's kind of the whole shtick.
You need to do something to make your features more masculine. I
not.
don't know what that would be. Maybe smaller eyes.
I'm literally. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Maybe a
My
scar on your
look is
face.
literally the god of poverty and misfortune. Do you think I have the mass to like have more masculine features? I'm literally anorexic by design. And the crazy thing is, like, you're saying I should have more masculine features, but like proportion wise, this is like very spot on to.
It's a fucking twink. People want to fuck it. You look gay. Like you look like you kiss boys with that. People would want Rule 34 of you sucking wiener. Get angry, bitch. That's factual. I don't care if it's in your lore that you're supposed to be anorexic. You appear to be that level. People bone that shit. People fuck it. People fantasize about that. You're going to be looted.
I mean, I know I'm gonna be looted, but like, I'm look, just because people have sick, weird fantasies does not mean that I have to build my lore around it.
Well, okay, this is an interesting conversation that I kind of think, because we're kind of closing on time. I think this might be a good ending conversation because I want to keep us under 2 hours. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions for social relations? Both, and I mean like both from people who are doing it without being influenced into doing it, just like like it's just a streamer just normally playing a game, but they get some viewer gets a parasocial relationship, and the other end of the spectrum that I think is problematic, where streamers are encouraging it.
I think you're all my friends.
I agree. Well, all
Yeah,
of
no,
them.
I think all of you that are listening, you're my friend. And you know me. You know me.
And what he does to his friends.
No, not what I do to my friends. You guys just, I know you. You know me. We all know each other. Yeah, let's just show up to my birthday parties, and we're all friends here. We're all connected. Parasocial, it's a fake term. We're all real.
I don't want anybody coming up to me and like here's it. If you see me in public and you recognize me, yeah, say hi if that's ever the case. But don't stalk me. If I'm in the bathroom, wait for me to come out at least.
Well, here's the thing. How would you know if you're being stalked? If I'm a good stalker, like you just never know.
For one, I might end up doing IRL streams, kind of like what Sea Dog does. I don't know if I do it. I don't know if I do it in America because America's kind of scary in that
That's the
sense.
fun part.
But it's like for one, Connor Sea Dog VA, he's decided I'm done letting stream snipers. He used to kind of like be fine with it, and he even admits that in a way he kind of encouraged it because sometimes he'd ask his fans to bring him stuff or do some fun stuff. But he's had some really bad ones, and then some of his friends because like he just feels like some of his friends got stalked. One person literally waited for a streamer to end stream. One of his friends, I think her name's Kaho, she ended stream and they knew where she was, so they waited for her by the train station where she had to get on a train. And it's just like that is just sketchy as all. I'm sorry, like if that's a whole. I mean, that's not even just for parasocial. That's just people who it's just stalkers in general. That's like people who genuinely like they get angry if you try and start a relationship, or they don't like your friends. Like you should be friends with this streamer because I don't approve of you. It's like you are not me. You're not. You may be a viewer, but you're not important enough to me to decide my life decisions of who I'm going to be with, whether I'm going to be with you, especially. It's like, especially like if you're going to do something like that, what in the right world like makes
this
you
is
think
a great therapy session. Like this is just a great therapy session.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just let it all out. Let all the frustrations out.
I gotta hear Quizzy's take. I'm sorry. I gotta hear Quizzy's take on social relationships.
Okay, so okay, off rip, I don't think they're healthy at all. Like I think it's objectively unhealthy. However, like many things, there are levels to this shit. All right. So like I feel like to a certain degree, just imagining, like, let's say somebody's just like they're a talented artist and they got a very big imagination and they wanted to make their own little like fanfic or fan dojin of self insert of them with whoever their favorite, that's fine. Now, I see when it comes to at least VTubers, I see that there are like two different instances, two different versions, let's say, of said VTuber. You're gonna have to follow me here because I'm gonna be speaking very metaphorical.
Okay.
All right. So let's say there are two different versions. All right. There is the version that I guess you could consider the idealized, the fantasy version, let's say the lore version, and then there's the live action version. Now, those two existences are very intertwined, but I feel like it is very necessary for those two existences to still be separate existences, just so that if someone were to get that parasocial relationship. They get attached to the lore, not the live action.
I guess I can see that, but at the same time, it's like some people just can't differentiate. So I
Oh yeah, like I said, it's not healthy, and the people who can't do that, yeah, you're just problematic.
and
Like,
here's the thing,
bro, like, be better.
I understand it's a bit like it's kind of a good idea for business. And this I've seen this. And the thing is, this is for male and female VTubers, both of them. And I've seen this happen where they try and influence their fans. They'll do ASMR for their fans, or they'll do special messages, or like they'll set like they'll do like they have tiers of like membership where it's like the higher you go, the more chances they'll talk to you and treat you and be more in it almost intimate. Like you are doing so. I know you're trying to make money, but what you are doing is so incredibly risky to both your health, your friends' health, the people who interact with you, and just like their safety, your safety. I find it messed up. I'm sorry.
Uh, well, then there's also the thing of like you can't live your life like completely like you stop yourself from doing everything because of the fear of the what is objectively anomaly behavior. Like, yeah, you can take precautions or to like you can learn how to deal with said things or take precautions for if that scenario happens. But it's like if you leave your home, there's the chance that you'll run into some crazy person and they'll like attack you or do something. But does that mean that you should live your life according to that assumption and just never leave home? It's like, yes, there are some people who are just like they just like role play. They're just like they want to be immersed in something. It's almost like reading a book for them, but it's like live and it's improv. And some people like that. Some people can do that healthily. And if you want to be the person to do that, you shouldn't just be like, oh well, because there are some people who don't know how to fucking act. Like Chronic on chairs, you should just because there's some people like that doesn't mean I should just stop for them,
Okay, actually, okay. Ending question. What does chronic really mean?
It's weird.
Like genetic, right?
If you that is not it's
Well,
like if you I can use it in a sentence, it's hard for me to describe, but it's like
mhm.
it's like
Chronic knows the meaning, so he's just gonna listen to us try and come up with it until he finally gives.
No, I'm just gonna gaslight you, and I'm never gonna give you the actual answer.
I mean, I literally can look up the answer on Google.
I know what it is.
Yeah, but it won't be my answer.
I know what it is an adjective. It's
More
like
adjectives. Let's
you
go.
know,
Yeah, really just delve deep into it. Just really go all the way. Really, really abstract. Go even to like fucking Latin or something. I don't know.
because it's I don't know.
Or
Like
Hebrew.
I always saw it as like what's the opposite of mild? It's like if you use chronic, it like means that the word is like it. I don't know. It's like whatever it is, it's more than normal. Like I know that's not exactly it, but it's like there's an illness, and then like if you have a chronic illness, then that's like that's like a step above. If you have an addiction, then you could have a chronic addiction. Like that's like
It's like unremovable. I don't know. Well, I guess chat. If anyone wants to tell us, because I guess Chronic's never gonna tell us the answer. Maybe chat can or Google will. I don't know.
Chat, Google. You're thinking so hard into it.
You gonna talk to Google, or are you gonna? Or do you mean are you making fun of me talking about chat and Google?
No, I was just mentioning because last time you were also like, oh, why am I calling guys chat? You just called them chat again.
You're right.
So it's like,
okay, yeah, dude, this is what streaming has done to me. But you know what? We've been going for almost 2 hours now, so I do think it's a good time to wrap up. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, let's get some like wrap up statements from everyone. Like, what's everyone's final words?
the Waffle House has found its new host.
Oh my god. Okay, Chronic.
Okay. Parasocial relationships are healthy.
All right. I disagreement, but thank you for your final statement. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Looking forward to seeing you for episode 3. Hope also like, comment, and please subscribe. Subscribe if you like to see more. If you're enjoying our content, leave a like to let us know it's good.
No,
comment.
no.
Say it's bad.
Leave
Oh my
this
god,
part
it
in.
gives me. It gives
No,
me
no, no,
so.
no, 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 no,
Oh
no,
my god, I
no,
love
no,
it
no,
when you say
no,
it's
no,
bad.
no, 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 no. We are okay. We're not here for your likes and subscribes. We're here because this is fun, and I know.
We can multitask.
Well, yeah, but you can do it because it's fun. But you can also ask them what if they enjoyed it.
You got to shut up. He's standing for dominance.
If you enjoyed it, you already know what to do. No, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down.
Oh god.
Sit... Fall.
Stupid. I can.
Now listen, I know this
Stupid, I
is just a
can fly.
podcast. This is just a podcast, and you're listening to it. Okay? You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like. You don't have to do any of that. All right? Because we know you're not here for that. You're here just to have the blank filled in. Okay? That's okay. So don't worry about a thing. Okay? Take it how you want.
I will
If you like it, you
stand
like it.
If I have to,
Well, then cry about it.
I will T-pose on you, Chronic.
Well, you don't know what I'm doing with my
Cam!
hands. I can't see your
Hey,
teeth.
look at they're showing their bulges. That's crazy. W print. W or L print.
Are you guys want to see what color underwear I wear?
Okay, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, everybody.